Hey guys, Cello Guru here. Live video is starting. Yay! Hello everyone. Happy December 22nd to you. Um, this is our third class of arpeggios in Cello Nation. Many of you are starting to learn to read chord charts, but you don't know the arpeggios. Many of you have always just been reading them, but you don't know what they are. My own brother told me that he doesn't know what an arpeggio is. That cracked me up. I was like, what? What do you mean? Like, he's a bass player, right? But he goes, I mean, I've played them, I guess, my whole life, but I really don't know what they are. So that just cracked me up. But I get it, because if you don't think about something, you don't understand it. It's only when you start considering it that you start to gain the knowledge that you need to figure out what it is, right? And then going further than that, it's only when you pick up this beautiful instrument that we play and start putting your knowledge into your fingering, right? And just playing with that, playing around with that. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you. And anyone else who's on here, write your name in there because I can't see you, okay? All right, so we were talking about arpeggios and why arpeggios, because arpeggios are the building blocks of music, right? It's not just Beethoven that gets to write music. He did it a long time ago. Yay! Don't we love Beethoven? But we get to write it too, you know? We get to write it down and we get to not write it down, but I mean write it. We get to make it up in our head. We're just as we have as much music in us as anyone, right? So we are talking about arpeggios because they're part of the building blocks of music. It's going to be scales, it's going to be arpeggios, and it's going to be melodies. That's it, right? You got some harmonies here and there, you got some filler, you got some ornamentations, but scales, arpeggios. Hey, Shu and Wendy in the house. It's a party. I feel like we should make some s'mores at the campfire with you guys. That would be fun. Okay, so we're talking about arpeggios. They are the building blocks of your music, right, guys? Okay, so we are going to work on um, D major today, and we're going to do what I call all the things, which is figure out who's in the family of D major. Who's there in the family? I know, Shu, it's you. I don't think I'm cutting out, but I don't know. Wendy, am I cutting out? I mean, I have been known to cut out here and there, but right now I haven't been having any troubles. So you can watch it later and see. But stay in, definitely stay in if you can. Um, okay, so Wendy, is it working okay for you? Let us know in the chat, okay? All right. So what do all the things in D major mean? What does that mean? All the things. I love that statement because it's kind of like you can interpret it how you want, right? That's what I want you to think about when you're thinking about a key. Okay? So the key of D major, all the things. Okay, what do I know about D major? That's where you start, okay? There's more viewers on. Wendy says I'm not cutting out, so shoo! It's that Alaska connection. You never know what it is though. Okay, so D major. We're going to start to think, what are all the things that we know about D major, right? And many of us will go, I don't know anything. I know nothing about it. I had a student the other day, which was like, she was like this amazing player, and she's like, I don't know anything. I'm like, yes, you're not thinking. You know many things about D major, right? So you guys write something in the chat that you know about D major, okay? All right, and I'm going to list some things, okay? And then we'll see if you guys got some of them, okay? And the other people who are watching this, hi, April. It's fine for April. April, tell us about D major. Write it in the chat. You're one of those people who says you don't know anything, but you're starting to know things, right? Yes. Okay, so here we go. D major. I'm going to tell you all the things from my brain, but I started at not knowing anything or thinking that I didn't know anything really. And really, I knew a ton more than I thought I knew. And I'm sure that you are the same way. Hi, Shirley. Shirley says there are two sharps. Ding, 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 ding. That's the first thing you can know or not know. If you don't know it, you learn it, right? Remember it. Study it. Think about it, okay? Two sharps, Wendy says. C, F, right. But every time you write C, you have to write sharp after it because C is not sharp and F is not sharp. So you got to write C sharp, F sharp. The scale starts on D. Shirley, that's a great emoji after that. It starts on D. Does that sound dumb? No, that's not dumb. That's smart. Starts on D and it ends on D, right? April said 3. Good. She was corrected. Good. You got a chance to learn something, right, April? And you ventured out. Whenever we venture out, we're going to wipe out. I want you guys wiping out left, right, and center because that's the only way that you're going to get this knowledge that we need, right? Okay, F sharp and C sharp, right? Notice, it's no coincidence that F sharp, C sharp, up a half step from the second sharp. Let's see. F sharp is the first sharp, C sharp is the second sharp. Up a half step is what? D. That is the name of your key. The sharps are always in the same. Oh, Shirley says the dominant is A. The dominant is A. The 5 chord is A. Good, Shirley. Good, good, very good. And that's important in our chord charts, right? But F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Fat cat Garfield doesn't always eat bananas. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. It's always the same order. If you look at any music, you're going to see 1 sharp, F sharp, 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, always in the same order, okay? I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's one of the things. I'm doing all the things, right? Okay, so all the things in the key of D major. We got F sharp, we got C sharp, we got 2 sharps, right? Starts on a D, ends on a D, right? Does it have a relative minor? What do you think? Anybody know what the relative minor is? If you don't, is that okay? Yeah. If you do, be intrigued. What the heck is a relative minor? Oh, hi, Miriam. How are you? Miriam's reversing it. Oh, Miriam, that's too hard for me. I can't reverse it. There's no way I could reverse it. You're much smarter than me. I have to just say B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, gum, candy, fruit, or something like that. Anyway, so we got the 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp. We got D major. What is the relative minor? Don't make me work, April. Tell me the name of it. Tell me the name of the relative minor, okay? You got D major. Is D minor the relative minor? No. D minor is the parallel minor. Parallel means the same note. D and D, D and D, D and D. The parallel minor of D major is D minor. The parallel major of D minor is D major. It's confusing, right? It's developed to hurt your brain. The parallel minor is B minor. Right, April. Yay. Wendy, B minor. Good. You guys are starting to... I want you guys to think about what the parallel minor is anytime you're in a major key. Like, oh, what would the parallel minor be? And what does that even mean? It's going to take you like 30 times before you even remember what it means, right? But pretty soon you're going to go, oh, that means that if I'm playing a D scale, tell me if you guys can hear me. Sometimes I go like this first, and then I play. There's your D scale, right? Starting on a D. 2 sharps, right? Now, it's funny because Shirley said the D scale started on a D and she thought that was funny, right? Kind of dumb, right? No, that's not dumb because you know what the key signature is from saying it's a D scale, right? You know it's a D scale because you're saying it starts on a D. What if we play that same key signature but start 2 notes lower? Now we've got a D scale starting on B and going to B. What scale is it then? It's the relative minor. That's why we call it the relative minor. Because it's got the same notes in it, right? D, sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, right? That's D major. Now go down 2 notes, or 3 notes if you count the D. D, C sharp, B, right? B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Same notes, same scale, just starting down, right? Down 3 notes, or up 6 notes, right? Let's see what anyone says. Parallel and relative is the same. Wendy, write it down. Write it down, Wendy. Get a pencil and write it down. Parallel minor means the same alphabet note. D major, the parallel minor is D minor. Write it down. Put it on your kitchen. Put it on your fridge, right? Relative minor is B minor. Count 3 down. Counting the name of the key. D, C sharp, B. That's your relative minor. Okay? It's confusing, guys. But don't make drama about it. Right. Thanks for your notes in there, Shirley. Don't make drama about it, right? Just write it down. Try to memorize it. Try to goof around with it in your study. Oh, so that means D major has the parallel minor of B minor. Ooh, what does that even mean? Think about it. What does it sound like if you're playing a song in B minor using the same notes as D major? You have to light a candle and goof around with it. Okay, that would be D major. That's B minor, right? Same notes, different tonal center. Tonal center is B in B minor, and it's a minor key. Tonal center in D major is D, and it's a major key, okay? All right, so now let's do our arpeggios since it's arpeggio month, right? Okay. D major. Man, you guys should see, we've been doing elbow plans in total cello immersion. And it's like, where is your elbow? Have to be set up to hit all of those notes. Because I have students always going. Or something like that, right? So elbow plans, guys, left elbow. Shirley says, great idea. So the elbow plan. So anyway, I'm getting my elbow plan up to be in tune here. Let's all do a D arpeggio quarter notes, okay? Only 1 octave. 0-3, 0-4. You're starting on the D string. Ready? Go. Exact same thing, but backwards. So your first note is this D, okay? You ready? Go. Again. Okay, so that's up 1 octave and down 1 octave. You really could improvise on that all day. Let's do some call and response on this octave, okay? So I'll go first and then you go. So I'm going to do 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. Now it's my turn. Now your turn. Now I'm going to go. Now you go. Now start from the top. I'm going to go first. Now you go. I usually like to do these in a rhythm, but it's hard because sometimes the thing is cutting in and out. I don't know. Are you guys able to do that? Let's try it with 8 beats, okay? I'm going to play for 8 beats, then I'll play it with you for 8 beats, and we'll keep it going, okay? You ready? Me first. I'm going to use these same notes. 0-3, 0-4. 1, 2, Ready, go. Yours. Me. And you. And now I'm going to go down. And your turn. And me. You. Me. You. Guys, I could just sit around and practice the arpeggio one octave forever because it's so fun. You can get as complex as you want to. Notice you want your elbow in one spot so that you can reach all those notes. Now, let's add the bottom octave for the D arpeggio. It's going to be, okay, 1, extension 4, 1, D. Note names? Note names, anyone? D, F sharp, third up, right? D, F sharp, A, D. Okay? Notice, the third note is right across the string. The third note is always right across the string. It's the 5th. Okay? It's right there. It's a given. So you know your hand has to be set up to hit a bar, 1 to 1, right? And then this one's hard because you have to stretch for an extension. All right, let's do that in quarter notes. We're going to go up 1 octave and come down. Ready? Go. Again. Again. Now let's do it twice as fast. 1, 2, ready, go. So that might get a little taxing on you, but if you can do it faster, do it faster. Meet yourself wherever you are. Now we're going to sew those two together. It's going to sound like this. Ready? Go. Again. Twice as fast. Ready to go down? Ready, go. Again. Again. Now twice as fast, coming down. Ready, go. Now we're going to go up slowly, come down slowly, and then we're going to go to 8th notes. Go up and come down. So we're going up slow and come down slow, and then go up fast and come down fast. You ready? Let's just try it. This is 2 octave D arpeggios, okay? 1, 4, 1, 0, 3, 0, 4. Ready, go. Arpeggio, right? What other arpeggios are we going to need in the key of D? Shirley told us we need an A because that's the 5 chord, right? If you don't know what the 5 chord is, figure it out. D, E, F, G, A, right? It's the 5th note in the scale, right? The 5 chord is the chord that's based on the 5th note in scale. And this is interesting. I'm going to do a video about this. April, I think this is what you were wondering about yesterday. Did you guys know that when you go up a fifth, it's the same as going down a fourth? This is what you were confused about yesterday, April. I'm going to do a video on this, right? So if you go up a fifth, anybody heard that before? D is your key, go up a fifth, you're on an A. D is your key, go down a fourth, you're on an A again. And that's your 5 chord. That's why you're confused between 4 and 5. One is how many note names are you moving up? And that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like in a linear direction going up from root to fifth, right? But when you move down, it's different. It's not 5 down. It's 4 notes down. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to an A. I gotta do a video about that because that's confusing, right? April says yes. Yeah, that's it. Because there are many confusing things that students and me, well, I'm a student too, confuse about the theory. A lot of times students are thinking like, is it major, minor, is it the third, is it the seventh, what are we even talking about here? Pretty soon you guys will, it's a language. It's a language that you're learning. You guys are going to start to get the jargon. You're going to start to understand the dialogue and start to learn the particular words that we use to discuss this stuff, okay? So if I were going to say the 5 chord, because we work on the 1 chord and the 5 chord, because those are the most basic chords that we always use in chord charts. Every chord chart you has a 1 and a 5 in it. Even that Uskadar chart that we did with Shu and Wendy, it was all E minor. But I think there's a 5 chord on there, a B chord, right? E, F, G, A, B. And if not, I always put 5s in anyway because they're really good. They draw tension. They make tension because they have the note that's right under your root note always in them, okay? You might not know what this means yet, but you will. You're gradually going to know, okay? So if D major was your first arpeggio, right? And I suggest you guys, when you're doing improv, you don't need to do more than first position. Unless it makes it easier somehow for you. First position is fine for most all arpeggios. Start there because it's going to be easier for you not to be worrying about all this stuff all over the place. It's not important to start with, right? Okay, so you've got D major. Now, A major is the 5 chord. So that's going to be the exact same thing we learned down here, only over a string. Right? 1, 4, 1, open A. Let's do that. Ready? Go. Good. That's your D. That's your A major chord, right? And if you put a 7th in it, if it's an A7 chord, it's going to be this. That 7th, as Miriam pointed out yesterday so poignantly, is a whole step below the root, the A. It's a whole step, right? It's a minor 7th. Let's try that. Ready? Go. Alright, so what I want to do right now is go 1 chord, 5 chord, and I mean you guys can practice these in your own time, right? Put an extra octave in it or whatever. Practice it faster, practice it slow enough so that you understand it. Meet yourself where you are. If you're just playing, you know, the root at first or the root in the 5th, that's fine too, okay? So what I want to do is I want to do 1 chord to 5 chord to 1 chord in the key of D major. That's going to be D to A7 to D, okay? So, D to A to D. Let's do it. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, that's just the root, right? Now we're going to do the arpeggio. You ready? 1 octave. Just 4 notes for each of them. Ready, go. A, D. Let's do that again. 1 bar of D, 1 bar of A, 1 bar of D. Ready, go. Okay, so that's your 1 chord, your 5 chord, and your 1 chord, which is often how the chord charts flow. 1, 5, 1. There are many other chords in your chord charts. There's usually a 4 chord, sometimes there's a 6 chord. But the best thing to get yourself familiar with, to start with, is 1, 5, 1. If I were practicing 1, 5, 1, I may do something fun. Get it? When you have a chord chart in the key of D, now you've practiced the 1 and the 5 and the 1 a little bit, right? When you go to your chord chart, you'll be able to access your D arpeggio easier and your A arpeggio easier, okay? So those are the ones that we're going to do today. And I was going to put in this, let's do them. Let's do the ones that we did before. We'll do quarter notes, 1, 5, 1 in the key of C. This is going to hurt your brain, which I love, okay? Let's do a 4-bar phrase. 1, 5, 1, 1, okay? 4 beats each. It's a 4-bar phrase. We're going to be in the key of C major. That's the C chord to start with, and then we'll put the arpeggio in it, okay? So 1 bar of C, 1 bar of the 5 chord, which is just a 5th over, and then 2 bars of the 1 chord, okay? Let's try it, just with roots. Ready, go. Alright, that is a 4-bar phrase. 1, 5, 1, 1, okay? We rounded it off to 4 bars. Now let's do the arpeggios. C arpeggio, G arpeggio, C arpeggio twice. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. G, C. Just doing 2 bars of the 1 chord then, okay? Because that's 4 bars, right? Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. G, C. Okay? These are things that you're going to find in your chord charts all over the place, guys. So pull them out and think about them in terms of what key they're in, right? The key of C has a C, a G7, and a C. So if we were going to add a 7th to that G chord, what's the 7th in the G chord? Go to the octave, come down a whole step. Something in the way she moves. That's the 7th. La 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 la. There it is right there. That's the minor 7th that we want, okay? So we're going to do, oh, we were figuring it out. There it is. G, B, D, F. Okay, 1 bar of C arpeggio. And if you're only playing the root, that's okay too. And listen and see what's going on and practice it. Practice along with it, practice it later. 1 bar of C arpeggio, 1 bar of G7th, 2 bars of C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. All right, that's enough for today. I have another class coming up. If anyone has any questions, write them in the chat. My 6 viewers right here, and then people later coming in. You guys all get it? You guys all know what's going on? This is something to keep working on. Don't get frustrated with it. It's like math. It's a study you're never, ever, ever going to conquer. So why get frustrated? Just keep chipping away at it. Wendy's calling me Marvy. Wendy, do you get what's going on? Of course you do. You guys are starting to get the theory. Yes, Marcy. Yes, that's me. Okay. You guys, let me know how you did on this, and go into your chord charts and start finding these 1-5-1 connections. They're all over the place. Take them out and practice them, okay? April says she can wait to watch it again. And hi, Barbara. I didn't know you were on here. Make sure you look for your 1-5-1 connections in your chord charts. Guys, everybody on here needs to come to the Monterey Cello Congress in May, too. All of you. I want you guys all there, learning music theory on the cello. April says, can't wait. April's going to fly her plane. Did you guys know April flies a plane? She's going to fly her plane from, where is it going to be, April? Fly your plane from Florida to, there's Barbara. I didn't know you were on there. You guys are, what do they call that? You guys are like hiders. You guys are like stalkers. Not stalkers, that's not quite right. But I can't tell who's on here. Barbara says the puzzle makes sense. Yes, it makes sense sometimes until it doesn't, and then you have to figure it out again. Barbara, you should be coming to the Monterey Cello Congress. All you guys should be coming. April's gonna pick us all up in her plane and fly us all to the Monterey Cello Congress. April, you gotta get a bigger plane. Anyway, okay. Guys, if you have questions, write them in the comments. I have another class to teach. I love you guys. I want you guys continuing on this study. I do think that that this kind of study is going to make you the greatest cellist, the most broad, deep cellist that you can be. So let's do this, right? Okay, you want to be doing this study. Okay, I will talk to all of you guys later. Remember, the parallel and the relative. Wendy, write it on your fridge. All right, see you guys later. And there's the end. Okay, all right, see you guys later. Bye.